on. No, I think you're right about that, and Breath of the Wild has the same problem for me that Bloodborne does, which is that if you are struggling, it gets harder. And that's really counterintuitive. Like, for example, in Bloodborne, because your healing is a limited resource, if you are struggling with something, you have to go grind for either, you know, blood echoes to go buy more healing resources, or you have to grind enemies who drop those resources. And that's bad. You don't punish somebody for maybe not being good at a segment. I was told that the best way to make money in Breath of the Wild is to cook stuff and then sell it. But again, you run into, you know, another limited resources problem is, which is great, I sold all of my good dishes, now I have nothing to heal with. Nothing to heal with. Yeah, because lots of people, like, they already have, like, a bunch of dishes in their inventory just from experimenting, because pretty much everybody I know has experimented with cooking. And you can sell those for a fair bit. Just, you know, leave yourself enough to heal with. Yeah, and that's the thing, if you can find the stuff. If you're already, like, low on resources, low on health, low on everything, you're not going to have the resources to upgrade your armor, which is something that you will need to do to make the combat less punishing for you, but you can't. Like, Breath of the Wild actively punishes you for being either bad or unlucky, and I don't like it when games do that. Whoops. Anyway, those are my completely, what's the word? Opinions on Breath of the Wild that nobody actually asked me to give. I know there's a more elegant way to say that, but I'm tired, guys. Yeah, I've never actually successfully made an elixir. Because again, the game hasn't told me how to do it. That's true. I mean, I'm going to be honest, my favourite Zelda is and probably always will be Link to the Past, just because it was the first thing I played. I have very fond childhood memories of it, like playing it with my dad, like on the sofa, trying to solve the puzzles together. And it will always be my favourite 2D Zelda. My favourite 3D Zelda is Wind Waker. And I know people want me to say Majora's Mask is my favourite. You can talk about whatever you want. This stream is for chilling out in, and if chilling out to you means talking about Breath of the Wild, by all means go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Yeah, a lot of people get sad when I say that Wind Waker is my favourite 3D Zelda because they really want me to say Majora's Mask. Because, you know, I'm doing the whole LP thing. They want me to like the game that I'm playing. So a little secret, you know, inside baseball things happening here. I really do like Majora's Mask. It's great. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I'm going to wait until I finish it before I, you know, place it on my listings of favourite Zelda games. Because, I mean, there's a chance it could pull something completely out of its ass at the end that would make me hate it. I also didn't play N64 Zeldas until a good while after. Despite what everybody thinks, Ocarina of Time does not hold up. I'm in the wrong thing again. Like, Ocarina of Time is not a bad game by any means, but it is kind of... It's not as good as people say it is. It was very important for the time, and I appreciate that. I appreciate what it brought to the table and how it, you know, kind of ushered in an era of 3D games. But I can appreciate it for that and dislike it as a game at the same time. Yeah, Ocarina of Time is a very long and painstakingly created tech demo. I feel like Majora's Mask is the game they wanted to make. But I really do enjoy Majora's Mask a great deal. I was talking about this with May during a Kingdom Hearts stream when we were playing Birth by Sleep. But I enjoy the stories I find most interesting and most entertaining are the ones where characters are allowed to suffer. And, you know, that makes me sound like an awful person, but one of my if you want me to enjoy a character, like a whole bunch, put them through something. Like, put them through something awful and write them well and have them come out the other end feeling differently about something. Like, have them come out the other end as a changed person. And I will love it. Like, again, this is why I'm liking Nia so much. Because people in that game are allowed to suffer without it seeming gratuitous, and that's cool to me. Because I think a story is more interesting when there is conflict, both internal and external. It's why I like Birth by Sleep. I will go on record saying I don't like the Kingdom Hearts series, but I really like Birth by Sleep. Again, I don't like the Kingdom Hearts series. I like Riku as a character. Because he's complex, he has conflict, he has, you know, he's got his own problems, he's got shit to work out. He's a teenage boy, like, probably traumatized by spending a bit too much time in the darkness, and coming to terms with the fact that, you know, it's okay to be gloomy and dark and whatnot. That it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. I mean, that's also kind of the arc that Terra went through too. Except he did not learn that lesson at all. And that's why his story ended the way it did. Nier Automata is really good. If you do not want spoilers for the original Nier, maybe don't play it, because it does explicitly spell out the plot of Nier at several points. Okay, just making sure. I'm a giant weenie about spoilers, because like I've done 3 blind LPs and I'm very sensitive to spoilers and how other people react to them. Yeah, Riku actually like learns from what happens to him. Sora just continues to be a blank slate for teenagers to project themselves onto. Same. Like, I don't even like Final Fantasy VI that much, but I also associate the name Terra with Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, wasn't she called Tina in Japanese or something? I seem to remember something like that. See, I remember things. I'm starting to wake up a bit. My brain is working now. Anyway, who's looking forward to more anime hell? May is back to it this week. She took a little break. But she will be back to it this afternoon. There is Farm. Welcome to Farm. I spent the first hour of the stream talking to myself, because nobody was awake, and now everybody's waking up. There's definitely a gap there, right? Oh no, there's a plant there. I've been watching the video releases for Kingdom Hearts stream series and still on Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, those episodes are coming out. I'm releasing them once a day, but because there's so many of them, like, we're not going to be done with Kingdom Hearts 2 for a couple of months. And Birth by Sleep is going to take us a long time too. I'm glad people find my complete inattention amusing. Like, the thing is, Birth by Sleep I actually started to care about because the characters are well written and they actually have, like, plot arcs and development, and they do things. And they are distinct individual people with agency, which are things that Kingdom Hearts, like the mainline games, just don't do. You can also, through the course of Kingdom Hearts 2, see me start to care about Riku. Riku is my idiot trash son and I hate him and I want him to have a good life. He deserves it. Yeah, Birth by Sleep is gonna go for a while. It's okay, Light Cecile, I'm a scientist. I also take Greek letters incredibly seriously. It's a weird looking tree. Oh god, I don't care enough about Kingdom Hearts to go into like fan theories. Who do you think you're talking to here? Me and Novel are planning a thing though, like with a capital T. It's gonna be great. I mean, yeah, he's the only one that does things, but like pretty much everybody but the protagonist. Like, by that logic, pretty much everybody but Sora is the protagonist of Kingdom Hearts 2. Even Roxas does stuff, and he doesn't actually exist. Oh yeah, like the one interesting thing that could have happened in Kingdom Hearts 2, but then didn't. Because God forbid something happen. That's honestly my problem with the mainline Kingdom Hearts games, is that, nothing interesting is allowed to happen. Anything interesting that happens is retconned almost immediately. I can't make a keg yet. That's unfortunate. How many Disney properties are... Okay, Frozen's definitely getting in. I can't see there not being a Frozen world. There will probably be like Marvel or Star Wars or something, or like Spider-Man, at least like Spider-Man as a summon or something. I think after this in-game day is over, I will go and eat a breakfast because I'm quite hungry. My favourite part of the Kingdom Hearts streams is where we call Kairi a cook. It's like the only funny cooking joke anybody will ever make. And I realise I'm pronouncing it as if I'm saying cook with 2 O's. No, I'm saying cook with a U. Do 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 do. Yeah, like, trying to be serious in the Mickey Mouse voice is probably the funniest thing I've ever heard. Oh hey, did you guys see? I'm going to use this opportunity to force you all to listen to me talk about this. Did you guys all see that I started a new LP yesterday? Secret is that it's something that I wanted to do anyway, but I'm also using it as a way to experiment with like 1080p 60 FPS footage. Line is really interesting. Yeah, I'm basically using it to experiment with various things, mostly like making subtitles and, you know, recording in high resolution, high frame rate. But you know, it's a good quality game and definitely deserves like that treatment, so. Let's fish. You can catch 1 fish. Make it a good one, Ocean. Great. Oh no! Light Cecile, you know that's going to happen and it's going to look awful. It's going to look awful and I'm gonna get really mad on stream about it. Like, I'm gonna get unreasonably mad to the point where people are like, hey Joey, maybe you should calm down, it's not that bad. Although I swear at this point people just like watch Kingdom Hearts to see me get mad about things. It's definitely happening, you guys. Whoops. Kingdom Hearts 3 is definitely coming out. My uncle works at Square Enix, I know this. Jelly. Let's lock up the chicken for the night. And with that, I'm going to get a breakfast. I've been streaming for like 2 hours and I didn't even realise it. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll put some in a corner when I do my actual Stardew stream tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for joining me and keeping me sane while I'm awake in the early hours of the morning. We'll be doing Anime Hell in a couple of hours if you want to stick around for that. If not, I will see you tomorrow for some more of this. So, have a good day, Internet.